If you've ever noticed your grandparents taking naps in the afternoon, you're not alone. Most older people, especially those over 60, really enjoy their afternoon rest time. For them, a nap feels like a special treat, a peaceful break in the day when they can close their eyes and recharge. After people turn 60, their bodies get tired more easily than before. This is completely normal. Their muscles aren't as strong, they don't have as much energy, and they need more rest. So taking a short nap seems like a great idea, right? Well, here's something surprising that doctors have discovered: naps themselves aren't bad, but the way many older people nap can actually be dangerous. Some napping habits can hurt the heart, affect the brain, and even make people sick. Let me tell you about a man named Robert. He was 69 years old and used to work as an engineer, someone who designs and builds things. After he retired, Robert loved taking long naps every single afternoon. He thought these naps were keeping him healthy and helping his brain stay sharp. But Robert was wrong. One day, he suddenly collapsed at home and had to be rushed to the hospital in an ambulance. When the doctors examined him, they discovered something shocking: the way Robert was napping every day was actually hurting his heart and brain without him even knowing it. Today, we're going to learn about 5 dangerous napping mistakes that many older people make. Understanding these mistakes can help you protect the grandparents, parents, and older relatives you care about. Before we start, I'd love to know, where are you watching from today? Just drop your state or city in the comments below. It helps us feel like one community here, learning together and supporting one another. And if you have any natural health tips of your own, feel free to share those too. Someone else might really benefit from hearing what's worked for you. Why do older people need naps anyway? Before we talk about the dangerous habits, let's understand why older people feel so sleepy during the day. When people get older, several things change in their bodies. Nighttime sleep gets harder. Older people often can't sleep as deeply at night as younger people can. They wake up more often, maybe to go to the bathroom, because something hurts, or just because their body wakes them up. Imagine trying to sleep but waking up 5 or 6 times every night. You'd be tired the next day too. Their body clock changes. Everyone has an internal clock that tells them when to feel sleepy and when to feel awake. This is called your circadian rhythm, say, circadian rhythm. As people age, this clock shifts. Many older people feel sleepy earlier in the evening and wake up very early in the morning, even if they don't want to. Health problems cause tiredness. Many older people have health issues like heart disease, diabetes, when your body can't control blood sugar properly, or thyroid problems. The thyroid is a small organ in your neck that controls energy. These conditions make people feel exhausted. Also, the medicines they take for these problems can make them drowsy. Less energy overall. As bodies age, they just don't produce as much energy. It's like a phone battery that's been used for years. It doesn't hold a charge as well as it used to. So when you see older relatives napping, they're not being lazy. Their bodies genuinely need more rest than they used to. The problem is that many of them are napping in ways that actually make things worse instead of better. Dangerous habit number 1: sleeping too long. The first big mistake many older people make is napping for way too long, sometimes 2 or 3 hours. When Robert took his afternoon naps, he often slept for 2 or even 3 hours. He thought his body needed all that rest. But here's what was really happening. Those super long naps were confusing his body's natural sleep schedule. Think of it like this: your body has a certain amount of sleepiness that builds up during the day. This sleepiness helps you fall asleep at bedtime. But if you use up all that sleepiness during a long afternoon nap, you won't have any left for nighttime. This is exactly what happened to Robert. After his long afternoon naps, he couldn't fall asleep at night. He'd lie in bed for hours, staring at the ceiling, getting frustrated. Then when he finally did sleep, it wasn't good quality sleep. So the next day, he'd be even more tired and need another long nap. It became a bad cycle that kept repeating. But there's something even more serious than just messed up sleep schedules. Scientists and doctors have done lots of research studies on napping. They've discovered that older people who nap for more than 1 hour every day have a higher chance of getting high blood pressure, when blood pushes too hard against blood vessel walls, heart disease and heart attack, strokes, when blood flow to the brain gets blocked, diabetes, the blood sugar disease we mentioned earlier. Why does long napping cause these problems? Scientists are still figuring out all the reasons, but they think that sleeping for a long time during the day, when your body expects to be awake, confuses important body systems. Your blood pressure, blood sugar, and stress hormones all get mixed up. The better way, doctors say the perfect nap length is only 20 to 30 minutes. That's it. This short, power nap gives your brain enough time to rest and recharge, but not enough time to mess up your nighttime sleep or confuse your body. Some people can nap for up to 45 minutes and still be okay, but going longer than that starts causing problems. Think of it like a phone charging. Sometimes you just need a quick 20% charge to get through the rest of the day, not a full 100% charge in the middle of the afternoon. Dangerous habit number 2, napping too late in the day. The second dangerous mistake is about when people take their naps, not just how long they sleep. Many older people nap late in the afternoon or early evening, like at 5 p.m. or 6 p.m., or even after dinner. Robert sometimes napped at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock at night. Can you see why that might be a problem? Here's what happens in your body as evening approaches. The sun starts going down, and your eyes notice it's getting darker. Your body temperature begins to drop slightly. You're naturally a tiny bit cooler at night. Your brain starts making a special chemical called melatonin, melatonin, that makes you feel sleepy. Everything in your body starts preparing for nighttime sleep. All of these things are supposed to work together like a team, getting you ready for bedtime. But when someone takes a nap late in the day, it's like sending a confusing message to that team. Your brain thinks, wait, are we sleeping now? But all my signals say we should be sleeping in a few hours. This confusion messes everything up. After his late evening naps, Robert couldn't fall asleep at his normal bedtime of 10 p.m. He'd lie awake until midnight, 1 a.m., or even 2 a.m. He'd get frustrated and worried, which made falling asleep even harder. When he finally did sleep, he'd only get a few hours before morning, so he'd be exhausted the next day and need another late nap. The bad cycle continued. There's also a medical reason this is dangerous. Normally, when healthy people sleep at night, their blood pressure goes down by about 10 to 20%. This nighttime dip in blood pressure is really important. It gives the heart and blood vessels a chance to rest. But when nighttime sleep gets messed up by earlier late naps, this healthy blood pressure dip might not happen. The heart and blood vessels stay stressed all night long, which can lead to serious problems. The better way, sleep experts say that if you're going to nap, do it before 3 p.m. The absolute best time is between 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock in the afternoon. This is when most people naturally feel a little sleepy anyway. Ever notice your teachers looking tired right after lunch? Napping during this window works with your body's natural rhythms instead of against them, and it leaves plenty of time before bedtime to build up sleepiness again for the night. Dangerous habit number 3, sleeping in bad positions. Here's a danger that most people never even think about, where and how older people position their bodies when they nap. Many older adults don't go to their bed for a nap. Instead, they fall asleep wherever they're sitting. Slouched in a recliner chair, sitting upright on the couch in a dining room chair, with their head on the table in an armchair with their neck bent at a weird angle. Robert had a favorite old leather recliner where he always napped. When he fell asleep, his head would fall forward with his chin dropping toward his chest. He'd wake up with a stiff, painful neck, thinking he just slept wrong. But something much more dangerous than a stiff neck was happening. When your head falls forward or tilts to the side while you're sleeping, it can partially block your airway, the tube that brings air into your lungs. This means you might not get enough oxygen while you sleep. For younger, healthy people, this might not be a huge problem, though it's still not great. But for older people, especially those with heart or lung problems, getting less oxygen is really dangerous. The heart has to work much harder when oxygen is low. This can cause irregular heartbeats or other serious heart problems. Here are other issues with bad napping positions. Breathing problems get worse. Many older people have conditions that already make breathing harder. Sleeping in bad positions makes it even worse. Acid reflux, this is when stomach acid comes back up into the throat, causing a burning feeling. Sleeping sitting up makes this problem worse. Over time, this acid can damage the throat and even get into the lungs, causing serious infections. Blood circulation problems, sitting in awkward positions can squeeze blood vessels, especially in the legs. Blood might not flow properly, which can lead to blood clots, dangerous lumps of blood that block vessels. The better way, when taking a nap, older people should lie down on a bed or couch with good pillows that support their head and neck properly, just like nighttime sleep. Their spine, backbone, should be straight and comfortable. If lying completely flat causes breathing problems or heartburn, acid reflux, they can prop up their head slightly with a wedge pillow, but the whole body should still be in a good, straight position. Think of it like this: your body needs to rest in a position that keeps airways open, blood flowing normally, and everything comfortable and safe. Dangerous habit number 4, napping right after big meals. Have you ever felt really sleepy after eating a big meal, like Thanksgiving dinner? There's a reason for that, and it's the same reason older people often want to nap right after lunch. When you eat, your body sends lots of blood to your stomach and intestines to help digest the food. This shift in blood flow, plus certain hormones that get released when you eat, makes you feel drowsy. Scientists even have a fancy name for this: postprandial somnolence, say, postprandial somnolence, which basically means sleepiness after eating. Robert made it a habit to eat a big lunch, his largest meal of the day, and then immediately go to his recliner for a long nap. This seemed natural and felt comfortable. But his doctors later explained that this routine was creating several problems. Acid reflux gets much worse. Remember that stomach acid we talked about? Normally, gravity helps keep it in your stomach where it belongs. When you lie down right after eating, gravity can't help anymore. The acid can easily flow backward up into your throat. This causes that burning feeling called heartburn, but it can also lead to more serious problems. The acid can damage the throat over time, and in really bad cases, tiny drops of stomach acid can get into the lungs and cause infections like pneumonia. The heart has to work harder. When blood is focused on digesting food in your stomach and intestines, and then you lie down, your heart has to pump differently to keep blood flowing to all parts of your body. For older people whose hearts might already be weaker, this extra work can be stressful. Blood pressure can go up and down in irregular patterns, which isn't healthy. Blood sugar problems. Some research shows that lying down and being completely still right after eating might make it harder for your body to control blood sugar levels. This is especially concerning for older people who have diabetes or are at risk of getting it. Either eat lunch earlier, like at 11:30 a.m., or eat a smaller, lighter lunch. Some older people find it works better to eat their big meal at dinner time instead of lunchtime. Think of it like swimming. You know how people say you shouldn't swim right after eating a big meal? The same idea applies to napping. Give your body time to do its digestion work first. Dangerous habit number 5, using naps as a band-aid for terrible nighttime sleep. This 5th dangerous habit is the trickiest one to understand, but it's also the most important. Many older people sleep really poorly at night, waking up constantly, taking hours to fall asleep, or only sleeping 4 or 5 hours total. But instead of figuring out why their nighttime sleep is so bad, they just take more and more naps during the day to make up for it. Robert had been sleeping terribly at night for years. He would wake up 4 or 5 times every night, take 30 to 45 minutes to fall back asleep each time, wake up in the morning feeling exhausted, like he hadn't slept at all. Instead of telling his doctor about this problem, Robert just thought, well, I'm old now. Old people just don't sleep well. I'll just nap more during the day to catch up. This approach has several big problems. It creates a vicious cycle. Remember how we talked about daytime naps reducing your sleepiness for nighttime? When someone takes long naps or multiple naps because they slept poorly the night before, those naps make the next night's sleep even worse. Then they need more naps the next day. It's like a downward spiral that keeps getting worse. It hides serious medical problems. Here's the really important part: there are many medical conditions that can cause bad sleep, and most of them can be treated. Some examples include sleep apnea. This is when someone's airway gets blocked during sleep, causing them to temporarily stop breathing over and over again throughout the night. It's dangerous and disrupts sleep, but special machines can fix it. Restless leg syndrome. This condition makes people's legs feel uncomfortable and twitchy when they try to sleep, making it almost impossible to rest. Medication side effects. Many medicines that older people take can interfere with sleep. Sometimes doctors can adjust the timing or switch to different medications. Pain, arthritis, back problems, and other painful conditions can make sleep difficult. Better pain management can help. Anxiety and depression. These mental health conditions often cause insomnia, inability to sleep. They can be treated with therapy or medication. Other health conditions, thyroid problems, heart disease, diabetes, and many other conditions can disrupt sleep. When people just accept bad sleep as normal and cover it up with daytime naps, these underlying problems never get diagnosed or treated. Meanwhile, the conditions keep causing damage to the body. Poor sleep is genuinely dangerous. Scientists have done tons of research on sleep, and they've discovered that chronic poor sleep, bad sleep over months and years, is linked to dementia and Alzheimer's disease. Bad sleep over time increases the risk of memory loss and brain diseases, heart attacks and strokes. The heart and blood vessels need good sleep to stay healthy. Weaker immune system. Your body fights off infections and diseases during sleep. Poor sleep means more sickness, higher inflammation. This means more swelling and irritation throughout the body, which causes many health problems. Diabetes risk. Poor sleep makes it harder for your body to control blood sugar. More accidents and falls. Being tired increases the chance of tripping, falling, or making dangerous mistakes. Depression and anxiety. Bad sleep can cause or worsen mental health problems. Shorter life. Multiple studies show that people who consistently sleep poorly don't live as long as people who sleep well. Robert's story has an important twist. After his emergency room visit, doctors did tests and discovered he had sleep apnea. His airway was partially collapsing during sleep, causing him to stop breathing briefly many times each night. This wasn't just disrupting his sleep, it was stressing his heart dangerously every single night. His long daytime naps were actually making his sleep apnea worse at night because the naps reduced his body's drive to sleep deeply. Once Robert got treatment for his sleep apnea, he used a special machine called a CPAP that keeps his airway open at night. Everything changed. Within just a few weeks, he started sleeping deeply through most of the night. He woke up feeling actually rested. He didn't need long naps anymore. His energy during the day was steady and strong. His heart symptoms improved dramatically. He felt mentally sharper and clearer. Robert said he felt better than he had in years, not because he was sleeping more total hours, but because he was sleeping the right way at the right times. The better way. If someone finds themselves needing frequent naps or long naps because nighttime sleep is terrible, the solution isn't to become a better napper, it's to fix the nighttime sleep problem. This means talking honestly with a doctor about sleep difficulties, possibly doing a sleep study, where doctors monitor you while you sleep to see what's going wrong, identifying and treating any underlying medical conditions, reviewing all medications to see if any are affecting sleep, learning about sleep hygiene, good sleep habits. Naps should be an occasional refresher, not a daily necessity to survive because nighttime sleep is failing. How to nap the healthy way. Now that we understand all the dangerous mistakes, let's talk about what healthy, safe napping looks like for older people. Good napping follows these rules. Keep it short. The ideal nap is only 20 to 30 minutes long. Some people can go up to 45 minutes and still be fine. Set an alarm. It's easy to accidentally sleep for 3 hours if there's nothing to wake you up. Time it right, nap in the early afternoon, ideally between 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. Never nap later than 3 p.m. This protects nighttime sleep. Position matters. Lie down properly in a bed or on a couch with good pillows supporting your head and neck. Make sure your spine is straight and comfortable. Don't nap sitting up in chairs. Wait after meals. Give your body at least 90 minutes to 2 hours after a big meal before napping. Not every day. Not everyone needs a nap every single day. Listen to your body, but if you absolutely must nap every day just to function, that's a sign nighttime sleep needs attention. Create a good environment. Just like nighttime sleep, naps are better in a quiet, darkened room with a comfortable temperature. This helps you fall asleep quickly and get quality rest even in a short time. Be consistent. If someone naps regularly, doing it around the same time each day helps the body's internal clock adjust and accommodate the nap rather than being confused by it. Most important of all, always prioritize nighttime sleep over daytime naps. Nighttime sleep is when the body does its most important repair and restoration work. Naps are just a bonus, not a replacement. Why this information matters? You might be wondering why you, as a student, should care about how older people take naps. Here are some important reasons. You can help your family, maybe your grandparents, or an older aunt or uncle, or even your own parents are making some of these napping mistakes. You can share this information with them. You might literally save someone's life by helping them understand how to nap safely. You'll be old someday too. It might seem like forever from now, but you'll eventually be 60 or 70 or 80 yourself. The healthy habits you learn about now, including good sleep habits, will serve you throughout your entire life. It teaches you how bodies work, understanding circadian rhythms, sleep cycles, and how different body systems are connected is valuable knowledge. It helps you understand your own body better right now, not just in the future. It shows that small things matter. Robert's story shows us that even something as simple as when and how you nap can have huge health consequences. This is true for many aspects of health. Small daily choices add up over time to create either wellness or illness. What happened to Robert? Remember Robert, the retired engineer whose story we've been following? After his scary trip to the emergency room, he completely changed his approach to rest and sleep. Here's what he did. He got treatment for his sleep apnea with a CPAP machine. He shortened his naps to just 30 minutes. He moved his nap time to 1:30 p.m. instead of late evening. He created a proper napping spot on a guest bed with good pillows. He waited at least 2 hours after lunch before napping. He learned good sleep hygiene habits for nighttime. He paid careful attention to how different patterns made him feel. The results were amazing. Within a couple of months, Robert's energy and mental clarity were better than they'd been in years. His blood pressure stabilized. His heart symptoms decreased significantly. He was able to work in his garden, spend quality time with his grandchildren, and enjoy his retirement without feeling constantly exhausted or worried about his health. The most surprising part? Robert wasn't sleeping more total hours than before. He was sleeping better and at the right times. Quality mattered more than quantity. The bottom line: naps aren't the enemy. For many older people, a short afternoon nap can be refreshing and healthy. The problems come when people sleep too long, more than 30 to 45 minutes. Nap too late in the day, after 3 p.m. Sleep in bad positions, slouched in chairs. Nap right after big meals. Use naps to cover up serious nighttime sleep problems. When older people nap the right way, short, early, lying down properly, and not as a substitute for good nighttime sleep, naps can be a perfectly healthy part of life. The most important lesson is this: after age 60, every daily habit matters more because the body is less forgiving of mistakes. But this isn't something to be afraid of, it's something to be wise about. Small changes, like adjusting when and how you nap, can make a tremendous difference in health, happiness, and longevity. If you have older relatives, share this information with them. Encourage them to talk with their doctors if they're having sleep problems. Help them understand that poor nighttime sleep isn't just normal aging that they have to accept, it's often a fixable problem. And for yourself, start building good sleep habits now. Go to bed at regular times. Avoid screens before bedtime. Create a dark, quiet sleeping environment. These habits will serve you well for your entire life. Sleep is one of the most powerful tools we have for health. When we understand how to use it properly, whether nighttime sleep or daytime naps, we give ourselves the best chance at a long, healthy, vibrant life.